DIY. Um, hold on, give me a second. The heck? All right. Sorry about that. All right. Ruben Obed here bringing you my little DIY power station. Okay. Um, this is a little system that I built, and it consists of a charge controller. This is a 30 amp charge controller. This is a 5 hour, 5 amp hour, 12-volt AGM battery, okay, that I got from Mighty Max Solar online. And this is a little power line inverter, the kind that you plug into your car lighter. So what I did is very simple. I added the charge controller to the little battery with these nice little cables. These little plastic caps, they come with the battery, so I just pushed them on there. And I put that together, and I put the inverter on the load section here. Okay, I kind of jerry rigged this with tape just to have an on-off switch, but you really don't need that, because this, when you once you press this, you'll see right there a little light bulb icon will turn on, and then this inverter turns on. Right there you go. But you could turn it off straight from here. But I did it this way. I wanted to have another switch. Now, you might say, okay, this is tiny. Look, this is about, I don't know, 3.5 inches big, maybe. The battery, I don't know, weighs maybe 3 pounds, I guess. This little system, let me tell you, I built this yesterday. I charged cell phones all night. I hooked up USB lamps to it. I tried this with a regular pedestal fan. This inverter in particular, it'll run at up to, I think, 150 watts. You know, um, Guys, this is a survival thing. If you pair up one of these, okay, look, if you pair up one of these, this is only a 5 amp hour battery, right? And if you pair that up with one of these fans, these are 12-volt fans, you can have, in an emergency situation, you can have a fan running for 5 hours. Now, they say that it's not advisable to take AGMs or lead acid batteries down to 100% or 80%, and I know that, but it isn't that it can't be done. It's just basically will reduce the lifespan of your battery. Now, this little system can be built with a lithium. Mighty Max Solar has a small, I think it's a 7 amp hour lithium battery, and that one's about 7.5 hours. I think it's like $60. And with that one, if you were to do this little invention with the lithium battery, then you could bring it down all the way down. It doesn't affect it. The lithium is more forgiving in that aspect. But it costs, that battery, the lithium, is $60. So this battery right here was only $13.99, and this charge controller runs about $10 online, right? And these power line inverters, it doesn't have to even be that brand, the kind you plug into a lighter socket. These are like $8. So like with $25, you can build this system. If you add the lithium one, you have to add the cost. But this little AGM battery in the back, it says it should last 3 to 5 years and then replace. So, I think that it's probably more cost effective just to get a little 13.99 battery, you know what I mean, and run this system. And then when it can't run no more, then, Now, the good thing about the system is, I got a 20-watt solar panel for this. It hasn't arrived yet, though. And the 20-watt solar panel puts out about an amp, so it would charge this battery. If let's say you empty it out, it's a 5 amp hour battery, you can recharge it in 4 or 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great system. It's tiny, but since it's a cheap ass battery and it's AGM, beat the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Worst that can happen, if it fails, just buy another $13 battery 2 years later. You know what I mean? And it works really good, guys. I mean, and not for nothing. I have some newfound respect for AGMs, because they actually do like hold up their voltage really, really well. Even this little system, I even hooked this up to a fluorescent lamp, and I was surprised. I was like, damn, this little battery is kick ass. So, guys, this is just another little idea that you can put together. I'm putting together these little kits. I'm gonna make a little bit of money selling them. Maybe you could do the same thing. In a grid down scenario, people don't have enough for a big solar system, but you could build one of these, get them a small little panel just to charge the battery. Hey, and that person, during any situation, they can have a light. They can charge their phone. Now, one thing being said, I did try charging the phones through these USB ports, and they're very slow. So I would recommend, if you build a system like this, to use the USB port on your inverter instead. That's just my recommendation. These tend to be kind of slow for some reason. But like I said, guys, this is a great little system right there that you can build. Right now, all you got to do is, when the solar panel comes in, plug it in, positive to the positive cable here, the negative cable there, and all of a sudden, boom, you got a little solar 3-inch solar power system. If you want more capacity, then you could get a bigger battery. You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend a car battery, guys. Please don't do car batteries. They're gonna fail on you. Car batteries, at least if you're gonna do that, get one of these cheap AGM ones. It's gonna last you more than a big car battery. So don't get confused with the size per se of it. The system runs good. I turned on radio. I turned on a 32-inch TV with this. I turned on a pedestal fan. Now, clearly, if you run a pedestal fan, that's not gonna run 5 hours. So what I would say, if you build something like this, go to your local auto parts store and pick up one of these 12-volt fans, cut the cable, put the positive in there, the negative in there, and boom, the moment you press the button, the fan will turn on, and you'll have a fan. It'll last you all night. It'll last you all night. So these are solutions, very simple solutions. This isn't complicated. This is just a cable from a regular extension cord. You know what I'm saying? And I just plugged it from here to the battery. Now, with all solar systems, you always have to plug in the charge controller first. You don't want to damage it. So you connect the charge controller first, then you connect the solar panels. Right? You connect the charge controller first, then you can connect the solar panels. Now, when you are gonna remove the solar panels, then you do the same thing. You remove the solar panels first, and then you remove the charge controller. So, guys, I hope you like this little system. Like I said, it works. It works. I love it. I think it's great. I can't wait for the solar panel to come in so I can try it, during the day and see how it adds up. But yeah, man, if you don't have power, if you don't have an emergency power, with less than $30, man, you could build one of these. Well, actually, let me say less than $30, meaning these components. But if you add a solar panel, like a 20-watt solar panel, I usually get them like maybe 30 to $4, something like that. But yeah, man, one solar panel, one 20-watt solar panel charges in about 4 hours, and you got power, mobile power. So I hope you guys like it, man, and let me know. Let me see, let me know if you have any questions about it, or if you want to build one yourself. All right, guys, take care. How the heck you turn this? I always have problems turning this thing on. Take care, guys.